널 기다렸어.
Well, just as you say that, it's the secret
mystery
nerd.
man. Who is the man that is Symbol?
No one knows.
No one's ever actually seen Symbol before.
Everybody knows about Sexy Boy, though.
Some say that he's 12 different pro gamers playing different games at once, just like some say that Shakespeare was 24 different writers all writing under one pseudonym. We will never truly know who Symbol is.
I hope we figure out, though, in this game, because if he stays in shade form, I'm not sure how he's going to play.
That's right.
There he
okay,
is.
that's what he looks like. Never mind.
I wasn't sure.
Never mind. All right, so everybody voting Rogue here, although I don't think it's that split. I think this should be pretty close.
Well, Rogue is 4-0 in ZVZ this season.
That's true.
He's definitely doing well in that matchup.
And our game is ready to go. Guys, tell your friends there's still some Pro League left to watch. This is Symbol versus Rogue. Over here we have Symbol.
I don't know why that was so funny, but it was.
Thank you. In the bottom right, in the green, we have Rogue.
Yeah, so, oh, hey guys, it's Rapid.
It's Rapid.
And
Rapid, sign my mouse pad.
this is a new map, man. New Gettysburg.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect on this map. Let's all learn this map together, guys.
Looks
Now,
like a pretty fun map.
Doesn't look
to
like
be
it'd be
honest.
safe to walk on that bridge. You need to put some more railings up there.
It's covered in ivy.
We know it's
and
been there for
dirt.
a while. Yeah, that probably ups the property value of that part of the map.
Does he go for a proxy hatch? No.
Okay. Yeah, let's see how this map pans out. I'm always excited to cast on a new map. I try to reserve some of my judgment until I've seen a few games.
In general, it seems like a pretty good macro map. You know, you can expand just straight north for both players, and it's very far away from your opponent. It gets farther and farther away, in fact. And it's got some bases at the top that you probably won't see taken very often, perhaps in some split map scenarios. It also has those two islands in between the two bases. So
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to play a role in this game, but we'll see.
yeah, probably not. But
Maybe in a PvT that would probably play a much bigger role. TVT as well.
someone floats out a command center over there, takes that base.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm always excited whenever we start to mix the maps up. I know that one problem for this is kind of the tug and pull, the tug of war between what pro gamers want
Push
and
and pull.
and a lot of thank you. This is like the thing is pro gamers, they always want to have the maps be more basic, right? They want to be able to get a third base easily. They want to be able to do what they practiced over and over again because they definitely understand how to play the game a certain way. But for a viewer, the crazier and weirder the maps are, the more different kind of games we get, which is really exciting to see as well.
Yeah.
So, it's always interesting we have a new map like this, and there are some very interesting features that we can talk about if we see the players using them. For instance, that bridge down there.
Oh, yeah.
And so let's kind of see where this goes.
Let's watch the Lings cross the bridge.
It's kind of like Arena, but like that is an even longer bridge.
Yeah, it's just a really
Like a
long
really-
bridge.
Now
And-
with Ling Baneling, that's not going to be as much of a factor. I mean, one guy has to run away.
Yeah. I did see, by the way, a fast third base from Rogue.
That's
And,
right, really quick third base.
Yeah, Symbol's going to take it behind and try to do a bit of harass here.
And so Rogue is going to have to back up over here. He just does not have enough to defend. He has some more Lings coming out, though.
Baneling Nest dropped down for both players, but the speed and the Baneling Nest is ahead for Symbol.
And with the Queens coming out now, I think that's going to be the end of the little harass here for Symbol.
That's for sure. He should. Well, speed finishes up. Not yet
Yeah.
done for Rogue, so it looks like he may try to go towards the main, get a bit of scouting.
Once again, going to come in here and try to get these drones. Does take one out. Somehow these are not dying. They're like all really low HP. Somehow the damage is being distributed perfectly so that it takes the actual maximum amount of queen shots to kill these off. Baneling's nest is about to finish. I don't see any. Oh no, excuse me. There are banelings being made over here. Well, we have Symbol out with a few right now, and actually making some more. They seem to be for defensive purposes. Or maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe he actually is going to come out here. Now, this ramp, of course, and Baneling, it's just going to be the guy with more Banelings that is the owner of this bridge.
Yeah, you can't really micro on the bridge. You know, you can only go left and right. There's not much room to micro there, so it's probably most of the time going to be one player walking all the way across the bridge and the other player tries to set up a defensive formation on their side of the bridge in some kind of concave there. Do you see a couple of Banelings morphing up here? He wants to run those by into the third base.
We've got the two extractors coming along now. And, yeah, it's kind of a funny map, right? Like, I'm not sure when you can attack, if you should attack. We have the Lings over here for Symbol coming out. Again, even though a lot of people say Rogue's the favorite, this actually should be a pretty close matchup. And it seems like Symbol here wants to be the aggressor. A bit of a misfire there, though, with that one Baneling.
Both these players microing very well against the Banelings. A nice move here by Symbol.
Whoa, nicely done. However, he's not taking out that many. Oh my god, meanwhile, over here, these Lings here from Rogue, out of nowhere, come down and start attacking that hatchery. Meanwhile, the Banelings are coming in over here right now. The drones have been pulled.
Drones have pulled, and he loses so much fighting time. Oh! He misses that one, but a lot of drones.
They're all so badly bruised. He could actually one-shot each of those drones with his Lings, but instead he backs up. Meanwhile, the hatch in the upper left is exposed. More Lings now coming through the bridge area as Rogue is inside the defenses right now of Symbol.
He's going to try to come over here. The two Banelings that are morphing, they're not going to be able to morph. One does get off.
Oh, craziness. Symbol in a seesaw fight manages to get Rogue to back off.
Oh, man.
Think about what would happen if he actually had a second Baneling to hit those drones.
He could have. He mismicroed that, and then he mismicroed his Lings. He didn't focus them down. Obviously, not the easiest thing to do in the world.
Now he's got those Banelings up here at the ramp. That kind of negates the possibility of Lings ever getting across that bridge. But he's going to push in here with roaches. You like how I said that?
Evolved.
Roaches.
Roaches.
Here come the roaches. So the roaches, they're coming over here now. I don't know if there's much to defend over here in the center left. He's going to go ahead and try to hit this queen. The queen does go down. The Baneling's coming in from behind. He needs to use those roaches to zone out the Banes, and he does just that.
Oh, man, I think he should be able to get this base. Symbol not going to be able to hold on. He does have that Spire about to finish up. Looks like he may be able to save for some mutas.
He's going to try to shove in here with these Banelings. A detonation trade there. The roaches are still out. The Lings are running away. He gets us around here. And that means Rogues have to come back and try to save these roaches.
Oh, man. Don't think he should be using some of those Banelings on the roaches. Want to save those for the Lings that are coming across.
Wonder if actually Symbol's going to counterattack here. He actually has more I'm sorry, he does not have more supply. In fact, Rogue's ahead in every sense. Now, there is a Mutatech coming up here. That's really one of the only ways that Symbol can come back. And I just don't know if these mutas are going to be out and there in time. I believe he had a vision of the Spire. So
there's only 3 mutas, too, so it's just kind of lackluster,
3 is like,
you know?
I think maybe 2 is like the worst number, you know what I mean? Like at least 1 if they don't have anything that can hit air that can do damage, but 3 is like just not enough ever.
Yeah.
So he's making some more mutas. I don't know if he's going to be ready though. Switches into Hydras, probably a smart move here.
Yeah, doesn't want that infestation pit just yet.
So the mutas are flying around. Looks like he's playing it safe, just trying to take out anything green from Rogue on the left side of the map. He wants to get this to be a little bit more of a dark and mysterious place for Rogue, instead of Rogue surveying everything and just knowing when and where he can hit. And he's not stopping with those mutas, still making a lot more. Let's see how much damage they do when they decide to go to the right side of the map.
I like this fourth base timing here. There's not much that Symbol can do to punish this. There's enough queens on the map. Well, as I say that, they may get surrounded by Lings.
Oh man, big play here by Symbol. Symbol coming in. He's actually surrounded so many of these queens. That's the key anti-air. That's the play that Symbol needed to have.
That's unbelievable, and now he's making 3 Hydras. That's not going to be enough. He's got some spores, thankfully.
There are spores up. There are a few queens here and there, but they are getting assassinated by these Lings.
Oh, he needs to get his roaches over there in time to deal with these lings. He's already lost 9 drones, and now he might not be able to hold that base.
And yeah, I mean, this is the play that Symbol needed. Symbol saw the weakness. He got in there. He killed the queens. I mean, absolutely phenomenal job here by Symbol.
That was just a really nice round. You get to cheer from the crowd even.
Oh, yeah, no, everybody's getting pretty hype in here. This is a great game so far. I mean, I was, had pretty much written Symbol off after, so much damage had been done. But Rogue is still trucking through right now. He's got enough hiders out here that really you got to be careful when you're that Mutalisk player. One misclick and you could just lose everything.
Look at him hiding these roaches. I think he may want to go all the way around and snipe another base. So. Just barely out of the vision range of those mutas, and they will go undetected.
Well, it looks like Symbol's trying to switch techs here, so he just might not have enough on the ground to take on this many roaches. So this is a pretty sneaky move here by Rogue. It's a long journey for those roaches all the way at the top, but if they can get there and the mutas are elsewhere, that's going to be a winning play.
Well, he has been scouted there by the watchtower, and so these roaches will go down. He's going to split them up, which is a nice move, but...
Wow, Symbol shuts this down as well. This is actually so sick by Symbol. Oh, Symbol. Why so handsome?
Hey, he's playing a great game. I feel like Rogue is making some mistakes, too. Throwing away a bunch of those queens off the creep. You have to be more careful about that after you lose the Ling battle.
Man, it's been a bumpy few months here for Rogue, and this game is no exception. I mean, everybody knows that Rogue's a good player, but he's been in a bit of a slump. I don't know if today is the day he's going to get out of it either.
Well, here come the Banelings rolling in, and they
misfired there with the Banelings. That was actually really bad.
And he throws away his mutas, too, into the Hydras.
Okay, well, I think Rogue knows he just has to keep upgrading and massing up. Bit of a tense moment here. The Baneling connects, by the way, were disastrous back there.
Oh, yeah. Getting essentially no damage done. This is nice, though. He's going to move in.
No, this is bad.
I thought it was
good. Way too much down there. Way too much.
I didn't realize how close Rogue was nearby, and so he just throws away a bunch of his roaches again.
And takes all of that out. Now moving over here. Again, I mean, Symbol is kind of behind now, man.
Yeah, this is a pretty sloppy game.
In the upgrade game, I think that if Rogue has a proper push and can hold off a counterattack, Rogue wins.
Yeah, I think he could go for the push with these lurkers. He's taken out so many of the units on the ground, and he knows that Symbol is kind of stuck on this roach tech. He's not going to be remaking mutas from here, and it's kind of hard to transition out of the roaches from now. So comparing the roaches to the Roach Ravager Hydra Lurker army.
Look at this. He's going to end up hitting here right before the missile upgrade is getting done. Let's see if the counterattack is any better here. If I'm Rogue, I just keep on attacking. I don't go back.
Yeah, he's
going to try to go for the hatchery here. Nice dodging. The lurkers have burrowed. And he's going to get this hatchery. This is actually huge for Symbol. Nicely done.
Yeah, just get that hatch, but here we go again. The fight once again.
Whoa! Yeah, wild game here.
That's the scary thing when you're going up against Ravagers. You have to be careful about where you place your lurkers.
He's still coming forward, even with a hatchery or no. He just is going to keep pushing. He is getting closer and closer to having that left side of the map. Doing a great job dodging those corrosive biles. He is about to hit this new fresh base here for Symbol in the upper left.
There you go, Rogue. He's nearly maxed out where Symbol is struggling to stay alive. And he should be able to take out this fourth base from here. He could just remake the base back at home.
We're at the point of no return, and Rogue is closing this one out. It looks like this should be a win for the Chin Air Green Wings. Beautifully done here by Rogue. A back and forth game, but in the end, Rogue was the better player. And that's going to be a happy moment for him. He's had some ups and downs as of late. Today is a better day for him.
Continues his Zerg dominance, the ZVZ dominance, I should say, at 5-0 now in Pro League this year. So really keeping up his Pro League stats, even if he's not doing so well for himself. And he does net them to win. Jin Air continues to be the strongest team here in the 2016 Pro League.
Yep. Jin Air staying consistent, and so that will end today with a 3-win victory for the generic Green Wings, but I gotta say the Afreeca Freaks, they did put up a good fight.
Yeah, they did
Maru
for sure.
lost a game. What is going on, man?
How does Super win that game, man? That was such a wonky one.
Yeah.
Watch that if you want to learn some secrets on how to defeat Maru, I suppose. Or if you want to learn a cool kind of pressure build there for the Protoss.
And it was fun to cast that game on our new map here. And here we go. Even with Maru losing, this is why Jin Air is probably the best team that there is right now.
Everybody's just so consistent. I mean, Kira's doing really well. Rogue, he's not doing well for himself, but in Pro League, he's got consistent results. Maru was undefeated before today. And SOS was kind of, funnily enough, a little bit of a weak link, but he's doing better. He's doing better these days.
And as you can see, this is we're very early on here in Pro League, but this is the team ranking thus far.
Yeah, Afreeca
Samsung
Freaks.
and Jin Air tied at the top.
Afreeca Freaks, the only team that has played 2 games so far. And again, Jin Air, KT, and SKT are all in the playoffs pretty much. I think they've secured their spot. So the other 4 teams are fighting right now to do well in this round so they can make it to the final playoffs.
By the way, Maru with his 1 loss.
Aww. Looks so immaculate until that one.
Yeah.
Pokes his head in there. Sue is at 9-2. Another guy with a pretty nice ratio here. Stats 10-3. The Protoss we forgot to mention.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
People were tweeting. I was like, "How could you forget stats?
How could you?
How could you do this to me, the viewer?"
Oh man.
This was a fun day, Valdez. Thanks so much. You did a